Republic now, the country's society was divided over the U.S. plan to deploy a radar system on its territory, with thousands taking part in protests against it. One of the strongest opponents to the plan, Jan Tamas from the No to Base movement, joins us now live. Hello to you, Jan. Thanks for joining us. Now, first of all, why do you think the U.S. gave up on its plans?
Hello. Well, I think the major reason is the fact that Barack Obama realized that this really was a step in the wrong direction, which is what we've been saying all along, that it was not improving the security situation in Europe or in the world, and that it was actually bringing us closer to a potential conflict or perhaps even a third world war. And I think also he realized that it was very much damaging to the relations with Russia, and so that it was counterproductive for the U.S. interests as well.
Now, Janusz, we know you've been fighting for that decision for a very long time, so are you satisfied, and what's the reaction in Prague to the announcement?
Well, this is really a big victory for the Czech people. Many people celebrate here. Those 70% of Czechs that opposed this project are clearly very happy. There's going to be a big celebration today involving all the different groups that have been involved in the struggle. So this is a big victory. On the other hand, we are a little bit disappointed that it had to be the U.S. government that brought this project to an end, and that it was not the Czech government that has for years been ignoring the will of the majority of Czechs. And therefore, this is really a sad day for democracy in our country, that our future had to be decided outside of our country.
And so what's your feeling, what's the reaction among other people, among the society in the Czech Republic?
Well, generally there's really a very positive reaction. Yes, there are some people who have been proponents of the project that disagree and that are trying to threaten people with Russia or with some other made-up threats. But generally I think the majority of Czechs agree with the fact that the tensions are now lower, and that it's a good sign for the future of this continent as well as the world, and that we should move on to address the real threats like the nuclear weapons, which is what Barack Obama as well is addressing, and that we are also, as the humanist movement, addressing now with the World March for Peace and Nonviolence.
Finally, Jan, what about you? Will you continue your activities if the U.S. backtrack on the decision?
Yes, we will. We will, because, like I said, even though this one particular threat is gone, there are other threats that continue to exist, and nuclear weapons are clearly among the top three, I would say, maybe number one. The most dangerous weapon of mass destruction is the nuclear weapon, and there are thousands of those around the world. And so we welcome the initiative of Barack Obama for nuclear disarmament, and we will strongly support him in all these actions leading to nuclear disarmament. And the World March for Peace and Nonviolence, that will take place starting October 2nd on Mahatma Gandhi's birthday in New Zealand, taking a route around the world and ending on January 2nd, 2010 in Argentina. It will be a proof that there are thousands and thousands of people around the world wanting and calling for a world without nuclear weapons.
Thank you, Jan, for sharing your opinion. That was Jan Tamas from the No to Base movement.